Yes, there are cables with the marking type DP or similar. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, includes listings for these cable types, specifically addressing their use in data processing environments. Type DP cables are relevant to NEC Article 645.55 concerning cables used in data processing areas beneath raised floors. Type DP-1 cables are covered by NEC Article 770.126, addressing optical fiber cable for data processing areas. Type DP-1P cables fall under NEC Article 770.127, which pertains to optical fiber plenum cable for data processing areas. Underwriters Laboratories, or UL, maintains a database of listed products, and this includes Type DP cables. Some manufacturers that have listed Type DP cables are Belden, CommScope, Corning, Pandia, Southwire, and Superior Essex. Type DP cables are primarily used in data processing environments, particularly beneath raised floors. They are designed to withstand the specific environmental conditions often found in these areas, including heavy foot traffic, elevated temperatures, and the potential for chemical spills. UL requires Type DP cables to be permanently marked with specific information. This includes the manufacturer's name or trademark, the type designation, for example, Type DP, the voltage rating, the temperature rating, and the UL listing mark. While Type DP cables may not be as commonly encountered as other cable types, they are available from various manufacturers. Their availability may be greater through specialized electrical distributors that cater to data center and telecommunications applications. Now let's delve deeper into the specifics of these cables and their applications. Type DP cables are crucial for ensuring safe and reliable data transmission in environments with demanding conditions. These cables must meet stringent requirements to protect against fire hazards, electrical interference, and physical damage. The NEC provides the guidelines for the proper installation and use of these cables to maintain safety standards. When selecting Type DP cables, it's important to consider factors such as the cable's gauge, insulation material, and shielding. The gauge of the cable determines its current carrying capacity, while the insulation material protects against electrical shorts and fire. Shielding is essential for minimizing electromagnetic interference, which can disrupt data transmission. It's also important to verify that the cable is listed by UL or another recognized testing laboratory. This ensures that the cable has been tested and meets the required safety standards. The marking requirements for Type DP cables are critical for identification and traceability. The manufacturer's name or trademark allows for easy identification of the cable's source. The type designation, such as Type DP, indicates the cable's intended use and performance characteristics. The voltage rating specifies the maximum voltage that the cable can safely handle. The temperature rating indicates the cable's operating temperature range. The UL listing mark provides assurance that the cable has been tested and certified by UL. In addition to the marking requirements, Type DP cables must also meet specific construction requirements. The conductors must be made of copper or another suitable material and must be properly insulated. The cable must have a durable outer jacket that protects against physical damage and environmental factors. The cable must also be flame retardant and must meet specific fire resistance standards. When installing Type DP cables, it's essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable electrical codes. The cable should be properly supported and protected from physical damage. They should also be separated from other cables that may generate heat or interference. The connections should be made using approved connectors and should be properly tightened. Regular inspection and maintenance of Type DP cables are essential for ensuring their continued safe and reliable operation. The cables should be inspected for signs of damage, such as cuts, abrasions, or discoloration. The connections should be checked for looseness or corrosion. Any damaged cable should be replaced immediately. The specific requirements for Type DP cables can vary depending on the application and the local electrical codes. It's important to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure that the correct cables are selected and installed properly. By understanding the requirements for Type DP cables and following proper installation and maintenance procedures, you can ensure the safety and reliability of data transmission and data processing environments. Furthermore, consider the specific needs of the data center environment when selecting Type DP cables. Factors such as the density of equipment, the airflow patterns, and the potential for liquid spill should be taken into account. High-density data centers may require cables with smaller diameters to improve airflow and reduce congestion. Cables with enhanced liquid resistance may be necessary in areas where spills are more likely to occur. The selection of appropriate connectors is also critical for ensuring reliable data transmission. Connectors should be compatible with the cable type and should be properly installed to prevent signal loss or interference. It's also important to consider the ease of installation and maintenance when selecting connectors. Connectors that are easy to install and maintain can save time and money over the long term. In addition to the physical characteristics of Type DP cables, it's also important to consider their electrical performance. The cable should have low signal attenuation and high bandwidth to ensure that data can be transmitted quickly and reliably. The cable should also be resistant to electromagnetic interference and radio frequency interference. The use of shielded cables and proper grounding techniques can help to minimize interference. The grounding of Type DP cables is essential for safety and performance. Proper grounding helps to prevent electrical shock and minimizes the risk of equipment damage. The grounding system should be designed and installed in accordance with applicable electrical codes. Regular testing of Type DP cables is essential for ensuring their continued performance. Cable testers can be used to measure signal attenuation, impedance, and other electrical parameters. Testing should be performed during installation and periodically throughout the cable's lifespan. The results of the testing should be documented and used to identify any potential problems. The documentation of Type DP cable installations is critical for maintenance and troubleshooting. The documentation should include the cable type, manufacturer, installation date, and location. It should also include any test results and maintenance records. The documentation should be kept in a safe place and should be readily accessible to authorized personnel. When troubleshooting problems with Type DP cables, it's important to follow a systematic approach. Start by checking the connections to ensure that they are properly made. Then use a cable tester to measure the signal attenuation and impedance. If the signal attenuation is too high or the impedance is incorrect, the cable may be damaged or defective. In some cases, it may be necessary to replace the cable. The replacement of Type DP cable should be performed by qualified personnel. The new cable should be of the same type and quality as the original cable. The installation should be performed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable electrical codes. After the replacement, the cable should be tested to ensure that it is functioning properly. The disposal of Type DP cable should be performed in accordance with local regulations. The cables may contain hazardous materials such as lead or cadmium, which must be disposed of properly. Contact a local recycling center or waste disposal company for information on proper disposal procedures. In summary, Type DP cables are specialized cables designed for use in data processing environments. They must meet stringent requirements for safety, performance, and durability. Proper selection, installation, maintenance, and testing are essential for ensuring the continued reliable operation of these cables. Always consult with qualified personnel when working with Type DP cables. As technology advances, the requirements for data transmission in data centers are becoming increasingly demanding. Type DP cables are evolving to meet these needs. Manufacturers are developing new cables with higher bandwidth, lower attenuation, and improved resistance to interference. These new cables are enabling data centers to support faster data transfer rates and more complex applications. The use of optical fiber cables is also becoming more common in data centers. Optical fiber cables offer several advantages over traditional copper cables, including higher bandwidth, lower attenuation, and immunity to electromagnetic interference. Type DP-1 and Type DP-1P cables are specifically designed for optical fiber applications in data processing environments. These cables provide a reliable and high-performance solution for data transmission. The future of Type DP cables is likely to be driven by the increasing demands of data centers and the continued development of new technologies. We can expect to see cables with even higher bandwidth, lower attenuation, and improved resistance to interference. Optical fiber cables will continue to play an increasingly important role in data center infrastructure. By staying informed about the latest developments in Type DP cables, data center operators can ensure that their facilities are equipped with the best possible technology for data transmission. Furthermore, remember that the information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with qualified personnel before making any decisions about Type DP cables or other electrical equipment. Understanding the nuances of NEC Articles 645.55, 770.126, and 770.127 is crucial for ensuring compliance and safety in data processing environments. These articles provide specific requirements for the installation and use of Type DP, Type DP-1, and Type DP-1P cables, respectively. It's important to carefully review these articles and follow all applicable guidelines. The UL listing mark is a valuable indicator of cable quality and safety. When selecting Type DP cables, always look for the UL listing mark to ensure that the cable has been tested and certified by UL. This provides assurance that the cable meets the required safety standards. The manufacturers listed earlier, such as Belden, CommScope, Corning, Panduit, Sapphire, and Superior Essex, are reputable suppliers of Type DP cables. These manufacturers have a proven track record of producing high-quality cables that meet the needs of data centers and other demanding applications. When selecting a supplier, it's important to consider their reputation, product quality, and customer service. The proper installation of Type DP cables is essential for ensuring their performance and longevity. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions in all applicable electrical codes. Use appropriate tools and techniques to avoid damaging the cables. Proper grounding is also critical for safety and performance. Regular inspection and maintenance of Type DP cables are important for identifying and addressing any potential problems. Inspect the cables for signs of damage such as cuts, abrasions, or discoloration. Check the connections for looseness or corrosion. Replace any damaged cables immediately. Keep accurate records of all inspections and maintenance activities. The disposal of Type DP cable should be performed in accordance with local regulations. Contact a local recycling center or waste disposal company for information on proper disposal procedures. Do not dispose of Type DP cables in the regular trash. By following these guidelines, you can ensure the safe, reliable, and efficient operation of Type DP cables in data processing environments. Remember to always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals when necessary.